Malala was born in a valley of mountains and stories where the air was thin. Malala was born in a valley of mountains and stories where the air was thin, and the dreams of little girls were supposed to be even thinner. But from the beginning, she was different. Where others saw danger in a girl who loved books, she saw a door that could open the world. As a child, she watched her father build a school from almost nothing. Just walls, hope, and a belief that education could rewrite a life. She sat in those classrooms, not just as a student, but as a witness to girls who were told they were too poor, too quiet, or simply too female to learn. Every lesson she heard became a promise she made to herself. No one should be denied this. Then the shadows grew darker over Swat Valley. Armed men with covered faces and loud voices began to dictate what girls could wear, where they could go, and whether they were allowed to exist in public at all. They banned music, closed schools, and tried to silence laughter. For many, fear became a prison. For Malala, it became a microphone. As a young teenager, she began to speak. She wrote about her life in secret, describing what it meant to want an education in a world that wanted her invisible. She spoke on radio, on television, and in crowded rooms, her voice small but unwavering, saying the most dangerous thing a girl in her position could say: I have the right to learn. One afternoon, as the school day ended and the bus rattled down a familiar road, a man stopped it. He climbed aboard, asked one question: who is Malala? Then he fired. In a moment that could have ended everything, the world almost lost her. A 15-year-old girl shot in the head for wanting to read a book. But this is not a story that ends with a gunshot. It is a story that begins with one. Doctors in Pakistan, then in the United Kingdom, fought to pull her back from the edge. Her skull was shattered, her face paralyzed on one side, her future uncertain. Machines breathed for her when she couldn't. The world waited, quiet, anxious, watching a hospital bed where a girl lay between life and silence. She woke up scarred, changed, and carrying a weight few adults could bear. She could have chosen a quiet life, far away from cameras and conflict. She could have decided that the price was too high, that the risk was too great. Instead, she chose to go back the very thing that almost killed her. Her voice. Malala did not return as a victim. She returned as a force. From UN podiums to crowded classrooms, she carried with her the faces of millions of girls who would never be on television, who would never have a microphone, whose names the world would never learn. She spoke for them. She said that books are stronger than bullets, that a classroom is more powerful than a battlefield, that a single child with a dream is more dangerous to oppression than any weapon. She became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate in history, not because she was shot, but because she refused to let that be the end of the story. Her scars became symbols, not of pain, but of survival. Her story became larger than one girl from one valley. It became a mirror held up to the world, asking a simple question. What would you risk for? The right to learn. But beneath the speeches, the awards and the history books, she was still a daughter, a sister, a student. She still worried about exams. She still laughed with friends. She still missed home, the mountains, the river, the streets where she once walked freely, before fear moved in. Malala's life is not a perfect fairy tale. It is a story of cost, of a childhood cut open by violence, and then bravely stitched back together with purpose. Of a girl who discovered that sometimes courage isn't loud. It's the quiet decision to keep going, one step at a time, after the world has tried to stop your heart. Today, when she stands in a classroom, anywhere in the world, she carries every classroom that was ever closed. When she holds a book, she holds it for every girl who never got the chance. When she smiles, it is not because she has forgotten the darkness, but because she learned how to light a candle inside it. This is Malala's story, a girl born in a forgotten valley who refused to be forgotten, a child who faced death and chose instead to fight for life, not just her own, but millions of others. A voice that was nearly silenced, now echoing in every corner of the world where a girl dares to dream of school. And in the end, her message is simple and impossibly powerful. You can shoot a body. You can close a school. You can threaten a family. But you cannot kill an idea whose time has come. And you cannot silence a girl who has learned that her voice can change everything.